There's a war going on in the country. How can you stand aside?
Every second is worth its weight in gold.
You do everything you can and even more.
I'm a doctor. It's an angel. An angel in pixel uniform. I have two specializations, surgery and traumatology. In civilian life, I worked in a hospital. I never dealt with such serious injuries. At first, I was afraid of the unknown. I didn't know what kind of work it was, what it entailed. Then I went to see for myself. You start working and just keep going. The work here is more interesting, more dangerous.
I administer anesthesia for patients who need it so that they can calmly undergo surgery in the conditions of the stabilization point. Plus, I stabilize critically injured patients. That is, if a person is bleeding, surgeons stop the bleeding surgically, and I replenish what the person has lost and continues to lose at the moment. We do everything possible and impossible together, and I am directly part of this team. I am a pretty good anesthesiologist, I would say, and I wanted my own service, which is appreciated by patients of all ages and genders, whether they are pregnant women, grandparents, or anyone else. What has always set me apart is that I do my job well, and as a person, I show humanity.
We have to work quickly. There are some medical conditions, such as pneumothorax, where every second counts. If we don't provide assistance in time, he could simply die from suffocation. More than once, seriously wounded people have been brought to us, and we have successfully provided them with assistance and sent them on to the next stage. This is thanks to the coordinated work not only of myself, but of the entire team.
I am a paramedic in the medical company of the 95th Brigade. In civilian life, I worked in the intensive care unit. We perform various procedures just like medical workers. We have medical degrees, and our duties include providing first aid and many procedures that only medical professionals know how to perform.
My job is to get the vehicle ready if it's cold like now, turn on the autonomous heating system to keep the vehicle warm, pull out the stretcher, transfer the patient, and take them to the next stage at the hospital. I cut off clothing, help rebandage, and provide support. I lift the leg somewhere to support it so that it can be rebandaged. I was in the assault group. I was in the battalion. I served for a while. I participated in the assaults in the Kremena forest. I became a machine gunner. I ran around a bit, carried my comrades out under fire more than once. I carried them out. I know how it is. It's very important. It had to be done quickly and efficiently, carried out to the pickup truck to be transferred. And the pickup truck takes them further to the evacuation stage.
I have been a medic for 20 years. It is my calling. There is a shortage of medics in the war. We need more of them. When I hear that ordinary guys who are not afraid of blood are being appointed as combat medics just because they are not afraid of blood, let it be. More chances of saving lives.
Є більше шансів рятувати.
Лікар – це ангел.
I am a doctor. It's like to be an angel in pixels. Because when they are transported, let's say they are in moderate to severe condition, they arrive here at the stabilization point, to the doctors, to the staff. They already feel that they are safe.
Що вони вже у безпеці.
Це наш реанімобіль, він призначений.
This is our ambulance. It is designed to transport seriously wounded patients in critical condition, provide them with first aid in case of respiratory arrest and other critical conditions, and transport them to specialized medical facilities.
Його до спеціалізованих медичних закладів.
Usually, battalions contact us and say that in 20 to 30 minutes, there will be a certain number of wounded, and they can tell us how serious their wounds are. Sometimes they don't want us. We are always on standby here.
Що не попередять. Ми тут завжди наготові.
Since we are an airborne assault brigade, we are always in the hottest spots. At this stage, at the stabilization point, I assist the surgeon as a surgical assistant. We perform a range of all necessary procedures. There are cases when soldiers arrive at the stabilization point after evacuation. We provide them with assistance, and they want to return immediately because they have tasks to complete and comrades who remain there in combat. They want to help them.
Вони хочуть допомогти їм.
Найчастіше це
Most often, these are shrapnel wounds and traumatic amputations. Bullet wounds are very rare. Such wounds, resulting from close combat, are rarely encountered. Evacuations mainly took place in the evening, night, early morning. We worked mostly through the night.
Переважно цілі ночі були у нас в роботі.
Основна причина летальності.
The main cause of death among soldiers is massive blood loss, bleeding caused by wounds. Before surgery, this bleeding must be stopped. Blood loss can cause cardiac arrest. Before that happens, I have to pick him up and replenish everything he has lost.
І поповнити все, що людина втратила.
The team consists exclusively of professionals you trust.
Довіряєш.
You are not 100% sure of them, but 200%. You trust your team. If we get more wounded people, if there are 2 operating tables and one person can't keep up with everything, then you rely on your team, and the team works.
Покладаєшся на команду, команда працює. У моїй команді зараз
My team now includes an anesthesiologist, another traumatologist, plus paramedics, drivers, orderlies, and everyone has their own job to do. That means you don't have to watch, say, it's better to do it this way or that way. Everyone knows what they have to do.
Ти робиш все, що можливе, і
You do
іноді здається,
everything
навіть
possible.
неможливе.
Sometimes even what seems impossible, just so that a person can live. The more we save, the more of us there will be.
ми ж тут для того, щоб
We are here so that every mother, every woman, every child can see their son, their husband, and their father.
щоб ви побачили назад жінка, чоловіка, а дитина батька. Я знаю, що моє
I know that my work here is more important than in civilian life. At this very moment,
на даний момент. Я, наприклад, вже давно міг
I, for example, could have been discharged a long time ago. Now, after being wounded, I have a second-degree disability. We were on our way to provide evacuation. Our car was hit. Some kind of artillery.
Душевне полегшення – це
It is a great relief to see the soldiers you have saved, to meet them in the future, to stay in touch.
зустрічатися з ними в майбутньому, контактувати.
Найкраще це коли
The best thing is when a seriously injured patient who is unstable has been in intensive care for months, and when you pull them through, each of the anesthesiologists treats one or two seriously wounded patients every day. We babysit them. We are like mothers to each patient, so to speak.
можемо так сказати, у кожного пацієнта.
When you save him, transfer him to the appropriate department, surgery or traumatology. Then he gets back on his feet, and you see that everything is fine.
Ну, і бачу, що все, вже дорога назад, в реанімацію.
There is no need to return to intensive care, where there is a constant risk to his life. He will live, and God willing, he will have a good quality of life. This brings me great joy personally.
Це мені приносить велику радість. Напевно, в нас в крові ця мотивація.
This motivation is probably in our blood. Ukrainians have always tried to defend their rights to land, to fight for their borders, and when things get so extreme, we want our children to live in a free Ukraine without any troubles or air raid sirens.
Надихають. І хлопці ж воюють не за...
Our people are inspiring, and the guys are fighting not just for a piece of land. We want to preserve our nation,
державу, в якій будуть жити.
our state,
Українці, які
where Ukrainians who value their heritage and history will live,
свою історію цінують.
who value these people who are now saving the state, giving everything they have, their most precious possession. I mean their lives.
Гроші. Ну, я маю на увазі життя. Я хочу, щоб ця держава зберегла.
I want this state to survive and be inhabited by the descendants of these people who are now defending us.
Не так багато хто питає, ну коли...
Many people ask me when the war will end, so that there will be fewer restrictions, for example, that currently prevent men from traveling abroad.
Наприклад, за кордон там від чоловіків. От.
Well, what are you personally doing to end the war? The war will end for us only with our victory or the collapse of our state.
Або зникненням держави. Все. І або всі,
Either everyone joins in, or we simply cease to exist.
або нас просто не буде.